All right, family, how are you all doing? We're going to walk you through another one of our blessed cooking videos, quick, easy dinner ideas made simple. Welcome to our channel and thank you for watching. If you haven't already subscribed, comment, or like, please subscribe to our channel. We need your support. Here we go. We'll be making grilled quarter-pound Angus beef burgers on the grill. Cheese, two types of cheese. There's our buns. We love the Sara Lee buns. They're awesome when you brown them with butter or either mayonnaise. And this is where we're going to do our surprise. Our Mexican street corn will be done here on this table. So here is our fresh cilantro that will be chopped up and added to our Mexican street corn. Yes, without a doubt, we'll have to add some lime juice. We'll be using the whole lime. There's the butter. We're going to baste it down, the corn in butter, and season it with my favorite Greek seasoning here. And without a doubt, tahini has to be added to it. So stay tuned. Here we go. There's feta cheese. The Gordo cheese is really what you use, but I like feta cheese. All right, here we go. Going through our video, I'm chopping up the fresh cilantro, which adds that awesome taste to it, without a doubt. Finally chopping it up. Chop, 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 chop. Chopping up about maybe a quarter of a cup of cilantro. In all of my videos, I like to encourage you all to season to your own taste. I don't leave any seasoning instructions, but you can follow what I'm doing, but I don't leave specific seasoning advice in my description. So just season to your taste. You can use some of the same seasonings I'm using. Here we have mayonnaise, about a quarter of a cup of mayonnaise and about a quarter of a cup of sour cream. Already in my bowl, I'm going to add in my cilantro. That's about a quarter of a cup of cilantro. Quarter of a cup sour cream, quarter of a cup mayo, quarter of a cup of cilantro. Next, I'll cut up a lime. If it was a large lime, I would use half of it, but it's a very small lime, so I'm going to use the whole lime itself to get the amount of juice that I need for my taste. As I said before, you season it to your taste. You might just want just a half a lime, but me and my family likes that acidity taste that go along with the street corn. I like it so much. A lot of people offset the acidity with sugar, in which I don't. I just leave it straight acidity. It'll taste so good. That good saltiness. All right, here we go. You want to mix that up. Oh, I forgot to add my tahini in there. Good looking out. Add about a teaspoon of tahini. That'll be enough because we're going to sprinkle some on the finished product when we're done. There we go, mixing her up real good. Make sure you get that lime juice, that sour cream, the mayo, and the cilantro mixed up with the tahini real good, because that's going to be our base after it comes off of the grill. Simple dish, delicious, made easy, and inexpensive. Something that you can do well your first try. There it is, didn't take long, it's mixed up. Set that to the side. Here's our corn, already washed, shucked, cleaned good. You see, I stuck the wooden skewers in the end to help it be able to manage it better. Now I'm basting it with warm butter, good room temperature butter. You want to rub it down real good. Bring that sweetness out of the corn. Just rub her down nice and slow and gently. Up and down, up and down. Get that butter in there. Those crevices real good. You're going right on the grill. That butter gonna be cooking well on that grill, bringing that sweetness out of that corn. So take your time and cover it evenly as possible. Very easy dish to do your first time. Don't be afraid. It's easy to do. And a lot of people do it many different ways. So don't let a person make you think it's only one way to do Mexican street corn. You can boil it. You can do it a lot of different ways, a lot of different seasonings. All right, this last one, covering it fully in butter. That's not the last step before the grill, though. Here's the last step before the grill, the Greek's all-purpose seasoning, which has black pepper, salt, onion powder, garlic powder, different seasonings already in it. So I could just take this one seasoning and season it to my taste. There she goes, beautiful already. All right, fam, here's the star of the show. 1/4 pound Angus beef burgers, already ready to go. Look at those beautiful burgers, 1/4 inch thick, fine beef. And one thing that I want to let you know is with good beef, good chopped steak, in other words, all it takes is a little black pepper and salt to really bring out the natural flavor of the meat. Black pepper and salt, but if you want to add some different seasonings, that's fine. Season to your taste. To each their own. There's fresh ground black pepper, my favorite. I'm not going to over season it. Sometimes I get happy because I like black pepper and I over season it and be a little bit spicy for the wife and daughters, but we still love it. There's the black pepper, fresh ground black pepper. That's all we need with a little salt. I'm using a little coarse salt here. First time using my new salt grinder. Look at that, that's beautiful. Black pepper, salt. Brings out that natural flavor of beef. If you want to add onion powder, garlic powder, seasoned salt, Creole seasoning, whatever you want to add is fine. Season it to your taste. For sure, without a doubt. But I love just black pepper and salt. Brings out that natural flavor in a steak. Chopped steak, which is a hamburger. Just chopped steak. Look at that. Didn't take long to prepare our corn. Now, you already know if you've ever cooked a burger before, it don't take long to cook a burger. These are quick, simple, inexpensive, easy meals to make for you or you and your family or guest. All right, that's the second side. That good salt on there, a little heavier than I did on the other side. We're going to pat it in. Make sure it gets into that meat. And if you have time, you can let that sit on there for about 4 to 6 minutes. Just let it sit. Let that salt get in that meat. There she is, ready for the grill. 1/4 pound, thick Angus beef burgers, chopped steak. All right, here's the condiments that we're going to go along with our grilled burger. I love onion. Wife and daughter's not much of an onion eater, raw onion. But I'm going to slice about 3 nice, good, even cuts of onion. Put that on our garnish tray. And we all eat tomato. Let me clean my knife first. Don't need the tomato tasting like onion, even though they gonna hit the same bun. I'll cut that piece off and eat it later by myself. Nice even cuts of tomatoes. Tomatoes are a good source of antioxidants. Help fight against different diseases. Make sure you add tomatoes into your diet. All right, there's our American cheese, Swiss cheese, lettuce, onion, and tomatoes. There she is, ready for our burgers. Still not a lot of time invested in this dinner. All right, stay tuned. Here we go to toasting our buns, getting everything ready while my charcoal is in the chimney, getting hot. I want them good and hot. Charcoal's white. I'm going to set my stove at high to get my griddle good and ready to toast. Then I'll cut it down on a medium-high heat. Now here you can butter your buns to be toasted, in which I love mayo, but the wife and daughter like butter, so I'm going to go ahead and go with butter with them for the day, and butter works fine. There we go, good, evenly coated with butter, room temperature butter. For sure, the wife and the daughter first. Make sure I have enough butter for their buns. And I'll take what's ever left on my bun. Women and children first. There we go. I want to push them down to make sure they getting evenly cooked as possible. Sometimes it don't always happen, but if you get a quarter, 3/4 of the bun toasted, that's fine. There's about 3/4 of the bun toasted there. It didn't lay down even, but that's fine. Got 100% there. That'll work beautiful. There's the wife and daughter's buns toasted, ready for service. And if you noticed, I had 4 patties and only 3 buns are being prepared because I'm going to eat a double-decker. I'm going to eat a double stack. So instead of a 1/4 pound, I'm going to be eating a 1/2 pound burger. 2/4 pounds is 1/2 pound. All right, here we go, guys. About to finish up toasting our buns. Job well done thus far. Hope you're having a blessed day. And thank you again for watching our videos. All right, here's mine. I like mine well done. Look at that butter. It's toasted for me to perfection. So those buns are ready. My corn is ready to go on the grill. My meat is ready to go on the grill. There she is, picture perfect for me. Beautiful Sara Lee buns. Taste beautiful. Taste good. All right, let's go to the grill. Beautiful day, beautiful day. Thank you, God, for each day. All right, charcoal ready. I had them cooking in the chimney while I was preparing the meal. Still within 15 to 20 minutes. Charcoal is super hot. There's our grill that I had to buy while I'm preparing to build my outdoor kitchen. So don't laugh at me, family. It's a Family Dollar grill, but it works fine for me until I get my outdoor kitchen set up, which I'll have a beautiful grill. This works for me. This grill here will go from home to the shop. We can cook lunch on at the shop. I'm going to clean a little bit of that excess off our grate. That fire is hot. With my outdoor kitchen grill, it's a lot more deeper space between the charcoal and the griddle, so it won't cook as fast. This one here cooks kind of fast, so I have to stay out here and work with it, but it gets the job done. All right, coming out now with the corn. We're gonna get the corn on first. Look at that. Butter, Greek seasoning, ready for the heat. Mexican street corn. I love it. I can actually eat all 4 ears of those corns. I love Mexican street corn. I love corn, period. See, the fire got a little rage in there because of the butter. So that's fine. I'm gonna roll them around till I can get a good spot that I can leave them sitting for a while they toast. Keep moving, keep moving. Stick and move, stick and move. All right, got everything going good now. Brought the patties out. Put them thick 1/4-inch Angus beef burgers on the grill. Everything going well. Look at that corn. Toasting beautifully. Fire's still hot. A lot of heat. But that's not a problem. I like the flame on my burgers. Flame burgers. Flame broiled burgers. Like my corn toasted well, not lightly. I like my corn toasted well. Trust and believe it's gonna come out well. One thing about a real hot grill, you have to manage it. You have to stay there with it. But it don't take long. Look at that corn. Keep flipping and keep rolling that corn. You don't want it burnt, but if you like it toasted well as I do, you won't leave it on there. Just keep turning it. Some might take the corn off a little earlier, but there's where we like ours. So as I said earlier, you want to cook to your own liking, but these are just some ideas. All right, I'm gonna work with these burgers. Checking the temperature. We want the internal temperature above 160. That's a medium well, or well done, shall I say. I like mine medium well, around 146. The wife and daughter like well done, but all of these are above 160. Super well done. But trust and believe, gonna taste great. There we introducing Swiss cheese. A friend of ours that is part of our church ministry turned me on to the Swiss cheese on the grill. And there's the daughter, she likes American cheese. So 3 Swiss cheese patties and 1 American cheese, and the Swiss cheese is going to be introduced and married as well to American cheese. There we go. We like a lot of cheese in this family. Cheese heads. All right, they ready to come off. Buns already dressed. There's the daughter. She's a plain Jane. There's the wife. Just lettuce and tomatoes. Uh-oh. Don't want to drop that on the grass. Because that's Daddy's. That's Papa Bear. Come on there. It's kind of heavy. Half a pound. Bam. Thank you, Lord. All praises to God. There's Daddy's with that onion on the top, lettuce, tomatoes. All right, we're getting ready to dress up our street corn. Our feta cheese. We want to crumble it up and get it in a separate bowl. Now keep in mind, tortilla cheese is really what they like to use on this dish, but I like feta cheese. It's kind of similar. And it don't crumble up as well as tortilla cheese, so it kind of leaves it a little lumpy, which I like that. I'm fine with that. But if you want to get tortilla cheese, it's sometimes hard to find, but help yourself. Or the wife and daughter love Parmesan cheese on theirs. So they said that tastes just as well. Here we go, taking our spatula, rubbing down that hot, sweet, buttery, seasoned corn, rubbing her down well with our mayo sour cream mixture. Now, going to our second ear of corn. We want to get her rubbed down well in that sour cream, mayo, cilantro, lime juice. Oh, that just sounds so good. It's smelling so good, family. That hot, buttery, seasoned corn off the grill smells so good. And this is just the first stage of completing this process, and it's already lovely. This stage here is melting on that corn, but it's also leaving us a layer that we can look at it. There it is, before I can even finish. Now that's the Parmesan. That's the wife and the daughter's corn there with the Parmesan on it. Look at that burger. It even took his own hat off. Did y'all see how that hat slid off of it? Wonderful. Thank you for watching. We love you. God bless you and keep you. Continue to watch our videos. Subscribe, like to our channel. We need your support. God bless you.